However, though, we can do this. Because we did get a new subscriber, but because I missed it, I'm doing it now. We got a Prime subscription from Wolf D, one of our lovely VIPs. So thank you so much, D, once again for that. With the Prime, because the Prime is always good. Prime subscriptions are fantastic. I think with Prime as well, you get more revenue than standard subscriptions, which is very great. And as well, it's great if you have Prime, Amazon Prime, because it gives you a free subscription to use every single month. So yeah, I highly recommend you use it if you haven't already. But anyways, yes, let's hop in. Because we're going to the next city.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to Kyoto, I think. Oh. Okinawa. Oh. I've heard of the place. Ready? Hurry up and take a seat. I've heard of Okinawa, actually.
Would you like me to drive for a while?
Oh, said it's auto? Oh, it's moving.
Don't worry about me.
That camera panning.
Get some sleep. We've still got a long way to go.
Are you sure?
Okinawa. Okinawa. Well, Kyoto. Kyoto is it's like the region, isn't it? Because, like it said about Sapporo, hey, sorry, how's it going? Sapporo is basically the capital of Hokkaido, and I know this because I've been watching a bunch of Abroad in Japan, a fantastic YouTube channel that I highly recommend that you guys check out if you love everything Japan, Japanese culture, you want to learn more about the foods, about the culture, locations, all that good stuff. Highly recommend. And he's British like me, Chris Broad, he's fantastic. Really good channel.
You kids don't need to be worrying over an adult like that. This is nothing for me.
To be fair, you are an excellent driver. The RV tends to shake a lot more when I'm behind the wheel.
I may not look it, but I used to patrol in a squad car. Driving second nature to me at this point.
Oh, cool. You drove a cop car?
Yep, every day. Back when I manned the police boxes.
How tough is it, being police?
Well, it sure ain't easy. Oh, right. You're studying to become some police bigwig, aren't you, Nijima?
Yes, but I've only just begun.
Wouldn't really recommend it myself. This job's nothing but hell. Your hours are a mess. You get transferred all over the place. Anything goes down at the scene, you get blamed.
That may be so, but my heart's set on it, no matter how tough it may be.
We'll have your back.
Thank you.
Well, if your heart's set, then do what you gotta do. But as your future senior, I'll share this. The harder you work, the more you wind up putting the people in your life on the back burner. Criminals don't care about your schedule. Tragedies don't care. You'll barely see your own home. Sit on that for a bit. Then decide if the force is right for you.
Oh my.
Well, I am already quite aware. And speaking of, don't you have any family waiting for you at home?
Good question.
Trouble at home?
Aw, can it? Just mind your own business. Let's just say you've got to think about yourself before you can worry about anyone else.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Hmm? What's up now?
You just reminded me of my father, is all. He was an officer, too. Unfortunately, he lost his life on duty.
I see.
He took his job a lot more seriously than you seem to, but when you boil it down, you two are actually quite similar.
You shouldn't diss your father so badly, comparing him to me. So, Nijima? When you were little, your old man probably wasn't home often either, was he? How'd you feel about that?
Huh? Well, in retrospect, I'm very proud. My father was an officer who acted on his beliefs, all the way to the end. He taught me that his duty was to keep people from being hurt. It may just be his influence on me, but I think becoming an officer is still an admirable path in life.
If only that were always true. Our ability to help is restrained. The shrewder and more malicious the target, the less we can actually serve them justice. Held back by superiors, held back by the red tape, held back by all sorts of laws. The only thing the police do is obey orders, even when they involve total injustice or an absence of human logic. Basically, the cops I see every day are nothing but a bunch of spineless dogs. And that includes when I'm looking in the mirror. I've heard about it. I'm impressed you never cracked under it all. But anyway, that wasn't what I was getting at. I meant, when you were still just a kid, how did you feel about your dad rarely being home, Nijima?
Oh, when I was younger? I did understand that it was part of his job, but I do remember missing him still. But at least I always had my sister with me.
I see. Sorry to bother you with all that. You guys had better get to sleep already. If we run into trouble while you're all too tired, I'm the one who'll be in real deep shit.
Broom broom, where are we going now? Okinawa?
I slept so much that even sleep's boring now.
What do?
Well, is anyone feeling peckish yet? Although I suppose we've nearly reached Kyoto.
Come on, Ryuji. Make us laugh.
Don't tell me to perform for you. I ain't some comedian.
Shit, not now.
Bing bing.
Well, I guess there's no reason not to. Go ahead. Make it quick though. Just say I'm driving and then I'll call back later.
The caller ID says it's someone named Akane?
It's
Akane?
way past noon. Where are you? Don't tell me you forgot what day it is. We were supposed to visit Mom's grave together.
Ooh. Nice to meet you.
Huh? Who is this? Please give him his phone back.
Yeah, never thought sleeping could be so boring. That's like, bro, come on. He's driving right now.
Driving? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
What is it? Who's calling?
Is it some kind of emergency?
Why don't you just pull over, Gramps?
Do I hear a bunch of girls with you? What an asshole! You're just out partying right now, aren't you?
Ooh, she sounds pissed.
You really are the worst! Don't bother coming home again. You don't even deserve to visit Mom's grave.
She hung
I
up.
don't know the details, but is everything all right?
She's not happy.
I see.
So, who was that anyway?
My daughter?
Daughter? You have one?
Yeah, damn it. Sorry, time to floor it. Hang on to your seats, kids.
Okay.
Okay, we're in Kyoto city limits. Is this good? I really have to go. Just park this somewhere and check out the temples or something. I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Wait, tomorrow? Where is there overnight?
What in the heck?
He's been in quite the state since that phone call earlier.
Maybe plans to keep, or something.
I was kind of expecting him to be a father, like the way he was saying it before on the telephone. That made sense. Or just the way he said, like, oh, so you didn't get to see your father much either, did you? So I think that was like the little, you know, the little nail that hit the floor to say he's a father. Hint, hint. Yeah. He's supposed to visit a grave.
Based on my deductions, today seems to be the day Zenkichi's wife passed away. He is due at her grave to pay respects.
Zenkichi-san's
That's
wife
cute, though.
passed away?
That's why his daughter
Not that,
demanded to
but
know
that
where
he's a
he
father.
was.
Oh, Zenkichi. He could have just told us what was going on.
Also, wasn't the way she was talking to him, like, really bad? Especially for today?
She was enraged by the sound of young female voices. She surmised You're just out partying right now, aren't you?
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Talk about getting the wrong idea.
That's terrible. We need to go straighten things out with her right away. Right. We should try to find a nearby cemetery. Where do we start?
I have found only one cemetery in the vicinity. He will be there.
Okay then. It is Kyoto. So is Kyoto the city then, and Okinawa is the state or something, or I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
Sorry, I'm late.
Or Okinawa might be a bit lower down, I think. Oh, that's her.
Akane?
I'm not here for
Akane.
excuses. Go have fun with your girls. Goodbye.
No, you don't understand. I'm on the job right now.
Do not come near me again. Got it? Can't even catch Mom's killer.
Oh wow, what?
Can't even look your daughter in the eye? Of course. You refuse to face up to anything, the way I see it. You're no father to me.
Well...
Drama.
What do we even do? We really crashed that ship.
She's really eviscerating him. This whole thing is entirely our fault. We're the ones who should explain everything.
Sips on the juicy drama.
Hang on a second. Please?
This is all a misunderstanding.
What? You guys? What are you doing here?
Who are you?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Huh? And why are...
She's totally suspicious of us. I would be too, but... Sorry to barge in on this, but please, we have to tell you something first.
Why did you come here? I told you, wait until tomorrow.
Well, we are the ones responsible for upsetting your daughter.
Akane-chan, right? We are working a case together, so we were all traveling as a group until he ran off to meet you. Since your father volunteered to handle the driving, he answered the phone instead.
So when I talked to you...
He was driving us all to Kyoto. We're so sorry we upset you.
Oh, I see. In that case, please excuse my awful behavior. I'm sorry for jumping the gun and making a scene like that.
Whoa,
Good
she's
manners.
so well behaved.
Mm.
She's already more mature than Ryuji.
Shut up. But for real, you sure don't seem like you'd be his kid.
You shut up.
So, Akane-chan, you and your dad made a promise about today, right?
We are so sorry he got here late. That's totally our fault too.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Akane. I promise. I really did remember it was today. It's just... this case is dragging us all over the place, and...
What's so funny?
Well...
Also, you told me none of this. Couldn't you have simply explained all this to me before today?
She's ripping into him at an adult level.
To think she's so cold to her father on such a day.
You know how the police can't talk about active cases and stuff, right?
That's right. In the Force, any information about a case that leaks to the public could ruin all our hard work.
Come on, just cut him some slack.
Ryuji!
Sure,
It's
I don't
over
get right
9,000.
talk, considering all the hell I put my own mom through. But he's taking care of you, right? So don't go biting his head off over this.
Yeah, if I did that to Sojiro, it'd probably take him the better part of the year to recover.
I mean, it's not like...
We're not trying to pile on you, though. I'm sure you have your own reasons for what you said. But his delay really was because of work. Please, at least don't blame him for that.
I understand.
Thank you, Akane-chan.
We especially regret causing trouble on such an important day.
May we pay our respects as well?
Sure.
Guys, thanks.
Don't sweat it.
But don't forget you owe us one too, Zenkichi.
Hey, zip on the lips, cat. I am not explaining all this to Akane.
Don't worry, Akane can't hear a thing. Come on, let's go pay our respects.
We offered our prayers to the deceased.
So, 2 years. How the time flies. It was...
Well, I should go home.
Oh, well, why don't we go together? I'll order some takeout.
No, thank you.
Ooh.
I want nothing to do with you.
Hey, Akane!
Man.
She's not stopping.
Boy, is she icing Gramps out or what? This isn't just some teen rebel thing.
But she's so polite, too. I really wonder what could have happened.
Hey, sorry about all that. You guys really did save me back there. I've gotta get home, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Be in touch. Yeah.
Fine by us, but you sure you're good to just go home like that?
Don't worry. She's just at that age, you know?
I know you don't get home too often, but is everything okay there? Akane-chan's eating well and all that?
Yeah, my wife's parents are just next door. She just shuts herself up in her room every day, is all. From what they tell me, she always eats in her room.
Aw.
Easy packaged stuff.
Really? It's that bad?
I'm always at work, so I really don't know anything about her diet.
She's a growing young lady. I hope she's at least eating well.
I mean, I send her money at least. She's already a 3rd year in middle school. I'm pretty sure she's set in her ways.
3rd year middle school. So what? She's like a teenager or something? She's around that age, I'm guessing.
Yeah, after what we put her through, I want to at least do something nice for her today.
Her dad's taken decent care of us so far. Why don't we treat him and the kid to a nice meal?
That's a great idea. I'd like to speak more with her. We can even help cook.
Sounds like we'll need to stay over tonight. Let's make sure we pick up plenty of groceries.
All right, everyone, after Akane.
Huh?
I wonder if it's the voices that are reminding you of the
Wait a minute.
characters
You can't just invite yourselves over like that, damn it!
from
Hey,
Persona 4.
you damn kids! Are you seriously crashing my place? Am I just talking to myself here?
Like, maybe the people that voice Dojima and Nanako, or one of them is in this game as well.
Akane-chan, could you please pass the potatoes?
Potatoes!
Of course.
Aw, no need to be so formal with us. We can keep it real.
Real? Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Akane, would you mind helping me cut the carrots?
Okay, sure.
Well, they seem to be getting along in there.
I guess she's warming up to us, huh? I seriously didn't think that could happen when we first met her.
I can no longer sit idly by. I want to help too. I've got it. I'll find an award-winning recipe and...
Order it.
Chill your circuits, Sophia. The curry always tastes good when you make it together with someone.
Is that so?
I can't believe you've all raided my house like this. You guys have some serious nerve. Although...
The nerve.
I can't remember the last time this place felt so alive.
Hey, so... Gramps? You don't gotta answer if you don't wanna, but... What happened with Akane's mom?
Vehicular manslaughter. A hit and run.
Oh.
So that's what she meant. She said
True,
something
true.
about the killer too, right?
I forgot.
Get caught?
No case was ever pursued.
Nanako's the little
The
girl.
suspect is way out of my
From Persona 4. Oh, yeah. Now I get it. Yeah. That's true, he is a cop, isn't he? I forgot. She's a lot younger, isn't she? The girl in Persona 4. How interesting.
It's none of your concern.
Sure, but...
Hey, would you help put the finishing touches on this?
Come on, off to work. It better be worth the hassle.
So good. Oh, these vegetables in Kyoto make curry so amazing.
Let me try, let me try. This is delicious. I'll have to report this back to Sojiro.
Yeah, I knew he'd lose it.
Curry that moves diners to tears? I wish I could try it.
How would that even work?
I want some too, but it's still too hot.
Don't worry, Morgana. We'll be sure to leave some for you too.
The brains of the operation thinks of everything.
I'm quite jealous of you, Meowgana.
Excuse me?
Meowgana.
Meowgana!
Who are you talking to?
Just myself. Anyway, how's our curry, Akane-chan? Do you like it?
Is it good, Akane?
Oh.
It's delicious.
Delicious.
Good! I'm glad.
Delicious.
Better keep our mouths shut here, Sophia.
Oh man.
The camo eggplant gives this curry an amazing flavor. I also changed the stream title to Back to Kyoto. I'm getting inspired. Oh, we got the recipe.
Whoa. Did you just come up with a new dish? I can't wait to try it out.
Oh man, I could eat this all day. Time for another round.
Not today, Futaba. I'm taking another helping first.
All right,
Yeah.
break it up. There's still more than enough to go around.
It really is good. Do you think I could make it by myself?
Right, I'll do my best. Mastering this isn't easy. You'll have to learn how to curry your weight in the kitchen.
Oh, I've got an idea. Want to take a bath later, Akane-chan?
Huh? A bath?
A bath.
That's the best way for us girls to get to know each other better. I can teach you all the supermodel secrets.
I learned a new recipe.
Really? That'd be great.
I got it.
I'd like to learn those too. Mind if I joined you?
Ignis learned a
Come
new
on,
recipe.
how big do you think the bathroom is here?
Yeah, I've learned a new recipe.
You really saved my ass back there. The place may be cramped, but it's yours for the night.
Yeah, it's not nice talking with food in your mouth, but then again, I do it all the time. Sometimes when I'm streaming. Oh, the scandal.
Who the hell would ever guess the Phantom Thieves are a bunch of softies?
If someone is suffering, it's only right to provide aid when possible.
Yeah, we just do what we know we gotta do.
Help the weak and crush the strong. That's the Phantom Thieves' way, and always will be.
And we never forget when someone provides us a meal or a roof. Ever.
Oh, really? At any rate, I still wanted to thank you guys properly. It's been a long time since I've seen Akane so happy.
So, Gramps, about what we were saying earlier.
Sorry. A whole day's driving, finally catching up to me. You were saying, Sakamoto?
It's nothing.
Sorry, but I gotta hit the hay. Would you guys mind hanging out with Akane in her room for a bit? She's into some kind of online thing lately. Something to do with some show about her faves? Clearly, I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure she'd be happy to fill you guys in on it.
Roger that. We got you covered. Hear that? We've accepted a mission.
Yeah, I'd love to play more Final Fantasy 15 at some point. I have it on PC as well, so I could do the Windows version because it's supposed to be really good. We waited for the ladies to finish the bath, then headed to Akane's room.
Good God!
So,
Whoa.
this is my room, and yeah.
Oh, she's
Is
a
this
fan girl.
really all Phantom Thieves merch?
Fan term girl.
This
Fan.
much stuff.
Well, they are real famous, you know. I'm pretty pretty sure some of these were only posted on super obscure websites, too.
There are even some handmade ones.
It's too much, isn't it? I know, it's lame.
No, that's not it, Akane-chan. You're into the Phantom Thieves, yeah?
Huh? Well, yeah.
Makoto is giving us all a loaded expression.
How neat! We're all the same then.
Huh? You mean you're...
Yup. We're, huge Phantom Thieves fans.
Right! I love the Phantom Thieves. Go Phantom Thieves! Change their hearts and all that stuff.
Really? Awesome!
Oh, she's
I'm into
blushing.
the Phantom Thieves because they seem like the only ones changing this crappy world for the better. They're not just fighting with their lives to save the people in trouble. They inspire people to be stronger, too. They've got up to 8 or 9 members, but all their identities are still a mystery.
She has a
But
mask
it's
like
gathered
me.
online, They all seem so cool. I can't help but wonder who they really are.
You might not be able to see it, but it's fine.
Especially
Me.
the one who's
My
always
mask.
in the middle. I think he's the leader. He's so mysterious and dreamy.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh. I can't really reach it from here. I'd have to slide through. I shall grab it now quickly. This thing. Oh. This old thing. I would wear it, but yeah, it gets a bit uncomfy if I wear it for too long, and it itches my eyebrows, to be honest. Could always just shave off my eyebrows, they'll grow back. I love how she says 8 or 9 members. I think she counted Agechi in when he was an ally. Yeah, true. Maybe we should tell her. Yeah, let's just go for sweet.
You
now.
really do like the Phantom Thieves, huh?
Damn, Akane-chan is so awesome.
She's blushing.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to rant like that.
It's no problem at all. I'd love to hear more about the Phantom Thieves.
Great! Oh, you know, maybe I could let you in on the show.
What show?
It's a live stream that's sort
Oh.
of all about the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, how interesting.
Oh.
Yep, sounds like a great show.
Okay, just give me a sec. It's almost time.
It's been some time since we last met, fellow Phantom Freaks. Let us enjoy our time together tonight, Phantom Thieves superfans across the world!
She mentioned a stream, but I didn't realize she was the streamer.
What? It's like a totally different personality.
So this is the online thing she's into?
I love
I think
this.
she's doing the voice for that action figure. Is she copying you?
Oh, this is so cool. This is like a proper like dedication to live streamers and content creators. This is awesome. I love this. I approve.
It is time to express our gratitude for the Phantom Thieves from the bottom of our hearts.
Her channel has over 50,000 subscribers.
More than me?
Easily a mid-tier account. I bet she's pulling in a decent income from this.
Exactly, yeah. That's how she got all the merchandise. That's impressive. Yeah, I got to say
there
that
are
too.
other supporters of the Phantom Thieves beyond the fan site alone.
It's embarrassing to admit, but it feels kind of nice.
My dear freaks, I'm sure you're aware of the Phantom Thieves' celebrated comeback. As of today,
I love that.
3 more
Freaks.
incidents fitting their
For
emblem have surfaced
PH.
across Japan. This is cause for celebration. Let us welcome the return of the Phantom Thieves with open arms.
This is so cool. I love
She
this.
really acts the part.
Maybe she's just in an extra good mood? Her dad did come home today.
I have to agree. She reminds me of when my own dad would finally come home.
Really? You streamed like this too? What did you call it? Fist of the Phantom channel?
You really want to find out?
No. Sorry.
You'll get a kick in the face.
That's basically what an episode's like.
That was great. You're an excellent showrunner. The spectators seem really into it too.
Oh, thanks. I've been doing these ever since the Phantom Thieves first popped up last year.
Kids these days are so impressive.
Really, Grandma? I admit, my grades are kind of slipping. I should probably scale back on the live streams for a bit, especially with high school entrance exams coming up and all.
In that case, would you like some help studying?
You mean it?
Of course. Would anyone mind?
It's over 50,000! Breaks my controller, yeah. Breaks everything.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
And you can do that
nice.
with the parentheses anytime you deal with factorization.
Wow, thanks, Makoto-san. You're a really good teacher.
I'm glad to hear this is helping. Okay, on to the next one.
Good thing we left this to Makoto. No way we would have been any help.
Yeah, they weren't exactly falling over themselves for us to help out anyway.
Thank you so much for doing all this for me.
Oh, it's the least I could do. We had to make up for intruding last minute and everything.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, like, I'm glad you did. It's been a long time since I hung out with someone.
What about your friends?
Well, I grew up in Tokyo, so I don't really have any friends here.
Oh.
Really? I thought your father was in the Kyoto police.
After Mom's accident, he transferred here from Tokyo. He said it's because my grandparents live here.
He seems like a good dad. He probably didn't want you to be all alone all the time.
Yeah, that's not it. He just wants to blow me off and go get drunk every night.
Oh, yeah. So to put it into perspective, so Japan is here, and then Kyoto is here, so it's basically south of Tokyo. And we've gone from Tokyo to the first place that we went to. Oh god, what was the name of it? Sendai. And then north of Sendai is Sapporo, or Hokkaido. And funny, because I was watching videos about Sapporo, Hokkaido, especially Hokkaido, and I love that it's all based on like a cold area, because Hokkaido is like one of the snowiest places ever. And fun fact, Japan has one of the highest levels of snow in the world. So yeah, fun facts for you right there. Proper nerd. Having a proper nerd moment right there.
Not just that. Mom was murdered, and he won't...
Yeah, this is it.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. You've been through so much, Akane-chan.
I've just been so depressed ever since Mom died.
Aww.
I wasn't having fun with stuff like I used to. Before I even knew it, all my friends had ditched me.
I see.
But nowadays, I'm doing a lot better thanks to my subscribers. But when I'm not streaming, I get really lonely.
You wanna know something? I lost my mother when I was young.
Huh?
At that point, my father had to raise my sister and me all by himself.
Oh yeah, they've got a lot in common too, if you think about it as well. No, it's not.
Not only that, he was a police officer too. He would always be home so late, if at all. It happened so often that I really believed for a while that he didn't care about us.
Oh.
But one day, he was struck by a vehicle during an investigation, and he passed away.
I had no idea.
I had so many regrets at that point. I especially wished I'd shared more with my father. He had worked so hard for our family and the public, and I never thanked him at all for it. I just thought over and over, there's so much I wish I could say. I know it's not my place to speak on your father and your relationship, but even still, I wish you could find a way to not blame your father for his work.
But he... That's nothing. Sorry.
If it's okay with you, would you tell me what happened between you and your father?
I saw him. The man that ran Mom over.
What?
Ooh.
but they never arrested him. His secretary left behind some suicide note. Apparently it said, "I'm the one who ran over that woman."
That doesn't...
What?
If the police had an eyewitness, they'd never make such a huge error in their investigation.
That's what he said. At first. Eventually, he gave up on it too. Him and the rest of the police. None of them listened to me. And I told them so many times. Why? Because I'm just some kid? The guy who killed my mom is still out there!
Akane-chan...
He doesn't care about Mom anymore. He doesn't care about me. I know he's just trying to find the next woman so he can get on with his life. I know he thinks I'm just in the way. I wish anyone but him was my father.
Stop that. There is absolutely no way that your father doesn't care about you. I know you've suffered a lot, Akane-chan, but I really believe there has to be some sort of explanation for this. Hasegawa-san may seem like he doesn't care. I have a feeling he does. In his own way. Just a bit ago, he went through a lot of effort trying to reunite a lost boy with his mom. He's been there for us as well.
But that's just...
I really mean it when I say Hasegawa-san reminds me of my own father.
Are you serious?
Even when I couldn't see him, he was always giving it his all for my sister and I. His family was always on his mind. And that's why I think your father's always working so hard as well, Akane-chan.
Really?
His face looks so much happier when you're around. It's completely different from when he's out in the world. That should prove just how important you are to him. You're the biggest thing in his world. Pushing him away isn't going to make you feel any better. It's only going to hurt you more. Instead, you should tell him how you really feel. Tell him everything, so you can't regret it later. No matter what you have to say, I know he'll listen to you.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to help.
No, that's not it. My mom, she...
Please, forgive me. I really didn't mean to do this to you. Feel free to talk with me anytime you want. I'll be there for you whenever you need it.
Thank you.
Why is Akane crying? Is she in pain? Really?
Akane-chan.
Thank goodness Makoto was here.
That poor girl.
Both Akane and Gramps are really torn up inside.
We ought to get to bed. We've got a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
Yeah, my heart's all warm and fuzzy now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Those kids.
No. Pretty sad.
Well, Akane, I've got to get going. Once the case is through, I'm gonna take some time off. What do you say we take a trip somewhere? How about we visit a theme park?
I'm not a little kid anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Shit, it is tense here.
Oh boy. Getting these two to open up is going to be a real hassle.
Don't. Come on, please, just stay out of it.
Are we still feeling pouty? Don't you think it's time to grow out of the whole tsundere thing?
You too, Futaba-chan? Come on, quit it.
Will we ever be able to truly reunite father and daughter?
Just give it a little more time. I hope they find the opportunity to bond. I'm sure they'll make it. Right, Akane-chan?
Yeah, I guess.
The time has come. If we wait any longer, The ferry will depart before we arrive.
Sounds like we have to get going. Take care, Akane-chan.
Oh, thanks for everything. Here. It's like a Kyoto souvenir. I mean, you guys did so much for me. So...
A mini umbrella.
Promise to come back soon.
Of course! Next time, we'll bring tons of snacks and we can stay up all night gossiping.
We can share a bath again, too.
Reach out to me anytime you like. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Have a good trip.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Be careful.
Is that it?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'll be careful.
Whoa! Sure seemed to work for him, though.
Ferry! Oh, so now we're in Okinawa. Interesting. Ferry bound for Okinawa main deck.
Wow, how pretty!
Let's change the stream title
It's like a
again.
field of shining blue jewels. Oh, I know I'm gonna cry.
Now this is a sight to see. I'd love it even more if we were just here for a casual trip.
What do you think, Sophia? Pretty nice.
So this is the Okinawan Sea. How pretty. What's it like under the water?
There's tons of fish.
Okay. I'd like to see that for myself one day.
Man, ain't riding on a big-ass ship like this so exciting?
Indeed. Perhaps my adventurer's heart has been stirred. I can feel a surge of passion within.
Okay then, no wasting this opportunity. It's time to get in formation. Ryuji, on your hands and knees.
Huh? Am I what?
And you, Mona, get on my head.
Okay.
Follow simple instructions.
What is this?
Feast your eyes on the splendor that is the classic movie poster pose.
Oh my.
I think you've gotten it all wrong.
Isn't this just some kind of weird cheerleading routine?
I'd call it an impersonation of the town musicians of Bremen.
Just why did you need me for this?
It's a reference to Titanic, isn't it? Jack, don't leave me, Jack. Oh my god. It is a totally a reference to Titanic with Rose, so she's just like embracing the wind with Jack right behind her as they sail in the Titanic moments before it crashes.
Hey, you! Get down! That's dangerous!
See? Yep.
You guys are so stupid.
Oh, it had to be. Kojima.
We finally made it. We were on that ship forever. I still feel like I'm on the waves.
Sorry, that music
It
was so
quite a
groovy.
rare experience, being surrounded by the dazzling sea like that.
So this is
So pretty.
Kojima, huh? There are more people than I expected.
Right? I was picturing something closer to an untouched island than all this.
This actually was a pretty quiet place until just a few years ago. But eventually, some folks cooked up a mass migration plan. They even had a slogan, "Find your new tropical life." All of a sudden, a population under 200
Oh.
people suddenly explodes to nearly 1,000.
Oh wow.
The port area is really quite lively. It has a bit of a resort feel to it.
Sounds like summer vacation's back on!
Come on, you know we're not here to screw around. First thing we do is head for the research facility.
He's right. We should start there. I'd like to get the investigation underway as soon as possible.
There go the two cops again.
We don't really have a choice.
We can enjoy our free time here once the case is solved. Our current objective is the lab Ichinose found.
Okay, let's go!
Alright.
Which way?
Hit us with the deets, Sophia.
Huh? What's up?
I wasn't able to find any information regarding the facility.
How the hell's that possible?
Well, Ichinose did say it wasn't exactly on the level, right? Maybe we just have to track it down ourselves.
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Well, if that's the case, we should ask around and see if we can find any locals who know about it.
Who do you think we should ask first? Oh, maybe the shopkeepers know something.
Ooh, I spy a souvenir shop. I'm gonna buy something for Sojiro.
Oh.
Wait, Futaba! I'll join you in the search for native crafts.
So this is like the investigation part. To the start of the whole game thing.
Hello, Commissioner? It's Hasegawa.
What's the situation? It's unlike you to go dark for 3 days straight.
My apologies. I was on the ocean. I couldn't get a connection.
The ocean?
The investigations led us to Okinawa. Supposedly there's a research facility here with ties to that Emma app. This was the best lead I had. I brought the Phantom Thieves along with me.
Any chance of locating concrete evidence there?
It's too soon to tell. I'll start by questioning the facility staff. If I find out they're trying to cover their tracks, though, I'll have to escalate the investigation. And I'll definitely need you to send backup, if that's how it pans out.
Fine. Keep me posted. We're still looking into Medice on our end. I'll let you know should anything turn up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Remember, Hasegawa, the Phantom Thieves are not solely in your pocket to help you track down the perpetrator. You are keeping them close for when we are pressed to present a culprit. When the time comes, you will turn them in immediately.
Oh no.
Don't get too attached. Is that clear?
Understood.
Don't get too attached. Well, seems a bit too late for that, isn't it? Oh man. Oh, nice music. We should get going ourselves and see if we can track down this research lab. Begin investigation. Alright. We're at the ferry dock. Let's have a look around.
We've got what you need.
Already got some things to buy.
We recommend that. Thank you very much. We recommend. Can you hold all that? So that's what. Thank you very much. We recommend. Thank you very much. So that's what you're getting. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We'll just buy one of each for now. Oh, Goya. Nice. Bento shop. Ooh.
I recommend that. Thank you.
Applies Rakukaja. I think that's an increase in accuracy. It smells delicious, I think. Goat soup. Pork egg onigiri. Onigiri?
That everything?
Onigiri. I don't know.
That everything? Here you go.
A distinct smell is wafting out from here. Maybe I should try eating whatever it is. Say, would you mind if I joined you? I've been curious about this goat soup. I've read that it's very nutritious and energizing despite its unusual flavor, so I've been meaning to try it for a while now. But wow, this really does smell interesting. Looks like I may have to brace myself. Alright, Haru Okumura, you can do this. Right, so we attempted the goat soup. We decided not to talk about the taste. I feel a flash of inspiration.
Come again anytime.
Interesting.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, that's dope. Sweet, thanks. Oh, that's peace. Thanks.
Please take a look.
Ooh, a necklace. 30 health. That's
Is
good.
that everything? Thank you so much. Is that everything? Thank you so much. Will that be? Here are your. Is that everything? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Lovely. Thanks. I know it's so. Oof. Vending machine. There we go. That was quite an expensive choker thing. Can we give it to Oopsie Daisy? To you. Endurance 2. Oh, there we go. I think 30 health would be better. And bond points. 9. Let's see, we can get more money. Yes. I'm doing that. More money is always good. More money. Money.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, Shisa. Yeah, they're like the little dog things over there.
Indeed.
Just like the personas that you can get as well. See, even Yusuke agrees with me. Oh, missed him. Nothing of any help though.
Now then.
Let me just save here for now. So I'm hoping we'll go back to Kyoto at some point, and I'm guessing that's the plan. Like we'll head back to Tokyo or something.
No way, man. By the way.
Roll. Hey, I might have some intel for you. Come meet me behind the souvenir shop. Looks like Shinkichi found something. Should we check it out? Where is he? Oh, he's over there.
Hey.
Oh, hey. I overheard from some delivery man that there's a really big building just this way. This is most likely it, so...
What's the plan?
Hold off for a bit, yeah. Alright, we'll come back there when we are finished.
Hey.
Or can we not go anywhere else? Probably not. Yeah, we'll just...
Hey.
What's the plan?
Oh, actually, I'll tell you what we can do. We'll go to...
Wait.
We'll go to the van, the RV. Because I just want to have a look at the requests and I'll accept them and stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we can use the shop.
Mensore. There's a sale happening. How many would you like? Thank you very much. You want
Carrots.
thanks for your patronage? How many would you like? You want put it to good use, okay? You want thanks for your patronage? Who is it for?
Oh, we got some new equipment. That'll be helpful.
Who is it for?
But we won't be buying them just yet.
Here's what I found.
Prison Mail Part 4.
You're doing this one?
Show Mitra with Regenerate 1 to Lavenza.
Okay. You're accepting this request?
Deliver Forgotten Desire.
Okay. You're doing this one?
Deliver Integrated Circuit.
Okay.
We have enough.
You're accepting this request? Time to get to work.
And
You're
defeat
already
Snow
working on
Empress
this
Mariko.
one. Are you double checking the request?
Resilience
Mission accomplished.
Scarf. Morgana. Oh, that is really good. Compared to the defense of that. Wow. Very good. Luck 5. I think we're gonna give the luck to more Futaba instead. So let's do that quickly. 10 SP? Sure. Futaba can have luck 5. Let's have a quick look at his stats. Yeah, she has luck of 36.
I'll just add this. What's on the menu?
Oh, lovely.
Ooh, what are you cooking?
And we have Kyoto Curry, but we need ingredients for those. Goat soup.
Oh, good idea.
Let's make some of that. What's that noxious odor? Oh, it's the goat soup we ate the other day. The smell does linger for a while though. Regardless, it's still delicious and goes down surprisingly smooth.
Yes.
Though the smell is indeed strong, the taste is rather mellow. I wouldn't mind starting every day with a heaping healthy portion. Please do. Please don't. Alright. We've made some goat soup. So it requires goat meat and cooking awamori.
I should write something.
Right, I think that'll do for now then. More like what's with Futaba Scream. I know he was like, yeah. This is disgusting. It was one of yours. Disgusting. I love that meme. It was effing one of yours. Disgusting. I can't quite do the like good old strong Scottish accent. Disgusting. That's what Morgana thought at the time. He was like, disgusting. He was not impressed.
Hey.
What's the plan? Okay.
Alright, investigation complete. It didn't have a percentage as well, so we just had to find the location.
Is this the path to the research facility?
I believe so, yes.
A sacred festoon?
Don't you only see that stuff at shrines and shit? What's it doing here?
Don't you?
I got it! They sealed a legendary yokai in there!
This is a lab, though. Wouldn't we find zombies or things like that instead?
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Sorry, I just thought of that song. This is a lab though. Wouldn't we find zombies or things like that instead? It's spooky.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh
You're
yeah.
kidding, right?
She doesn't do well with
Enough
spooks,
nonsense.
does she?
This lab's in the real world. Let's get going.
Hey, Sophia. Just to be sure, there's no jail here, right?
There is no jail on this island. I think.
You think? I thought you smelled them or whatever.
Yeah. You'd mentioned that you find the jails based on their scent.
I am currently detecting 0 scents. Unlike Sendai and Sapporo, I cannot sense a jail here. However, there is indeed something odd about this place. I'm getting a bad feeling.
I bet it's gonna happen when we go underground, like underground
Maybe
research
you're picking up
facility.
somebody with a grudge. Ooh, I'm coming for you.
Cut it out.
Like that.
It's not funny, Futaba.
Whatever's up there, we need to check it out.
Yeah, all you hear is.
We are closed until August 18th due to prior engagements? Well, sure didn't see that one coming.
Oh my. Let's sneak him.
Oh, now there's an idea. Let's get into some Phantom Thieves action in the real world.
Hey,
Heck yeah.
nothing that lands you in jail. Criminal trespassing will cop you a felony. Plus, any evidence gained through a criminal act is impermissible in court. That'd make this whole trip pointless.
I mean, we know, but...
The sign says the 18th, so we'll just wait till tomorrow. Easier and less illegal. Once the staff is back, I can start flashing my badge and asking questions. This place is all kinds of shit,
Ooh.
so I'm sure I'll turn up plenty of dirt with enough poking around. Once I've got some evidence, I can announce the start of an official investigation, and at that point, we confiscate whatever we need.
I see. That's quite the tactical approach.
Ooh, check out the skills of Zenkichi. Private Eye.
Yeah, I'm in public security.
If we're waiting until tomorrow, that gives us quite some time.
Wait, you mean we get to party all day on the beach?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we don't want to waste any more time. How often do we get a chance like this?
Come on now.
Ooh.
We are on a case, you know.
Actually, that's not the worst idea. Getting too nosy right away could get people suspicious, and we cannot have that. We'd be better off trying to lay low around the tourists for now.
So...
We get to party?
On the beach?
Pristine
Party.
sands. Lady on.
And to top it off, a barbecue?
Ooh.
And to top that, lobster.
Lobster again.
A winner! Let's round up the supplies before we venture forth.
Okay, I'll search nearby stores. Or rather, nearby store. The only supermarket on the island is back at the port.
We returned to the port and completed our shopping. Oh, look at the
Just think about
beach.
here. This spot just screams, beach party!
God.
The water is mesmerizing. It almost looks dreamlike.
All right, let's set up camp.
Beach time!
Hey, wait for us, dude!
Hold on! You haven't put on sunscreen!
Hey, can't you kids at least behave? Jeez, these loud-ass brats.
Let's go join them.
Don't be stupid. I'm gonna check a few things on the camper. You go have fun.
People will be suspicious of anyone with such a sour look on their face, Enkichi. If you're gonna act like a tourist, at least fake having fun.
Why not try relaxing for once? Remaining on edge all the time can't be good for you.
You can't beat this opportunity, Senkichi-san.
Are you really gonna let the little lady down, Zenkichi?
Fine. I'll take a break. But just a short one. Hear me?
You don't seem too bothered at all over it.
Shut up!
Take me with you. This will be my first time in the ocean. Smartphones are totally waterproof nowadays. Please? I know this phone can go underwater. I just checked again.
Oh. I'll be your tour guide.
Oh yeah! We're all going wild today.
We get to enjoy summer at the beach after all. Wow.
Huh?
Dazzling.
Oh man, the water's so clear!
Okinawa's the friggin' best!
Oh my god, they weren't shaming at all, they were just like, look, titties! Oh my god. What? Oh, that's so cool, look at that. She's taking pictures for him, that's so cool.
Voila, you're beautiful.
They buried him.
Whoa. Well, it's some detailed work.
Oh my god, he's a mermaid. Or merman. Right. Oh, that was great. I've missed one of those. Oh, I've missed seeing those kind of cutscenes, you know what I mean? Oh, the sun's setting, so what should we do next? Oh, we're in beach gear. Gear. Hey, your phone's buzzing. Hey, you got a sec? Be ready to move once things settle down, okay? I'm sure it'll be fine. I've just got this weird feeling in my gut. Done getting ready? For what? Well, I guess there's no need to be on edge the whole time we're here. I think I'll go for a walk now that it's finally less crowded around here.
Later.
You should relax for a bit yourself. Why not go hang out with everyone else? Oh, another one. Hope you're resting well. If you have some time, could you come talk to me? I have a favour to ask. It'll be easier to explain in person. Ah, so we got a request from her, I'm guessing. Oh, Morgana's there. That's cool.
Damn it.
By the way, damn.
Oh, he gave us
By the
money.
way,
How very kind of you.
Damn it.
Wow. They're closed for the evening.
We've got good stuff in stock.
Oh, sober. Sourness.
I recommend. Here you go. I recommend that. That everything? Thank you.
Watermelon. Watermelon.
That everything? Here, I recommend. I recommend.
Sober. Okinawa sober.
Here you go.
Was waiting for you, Ishi. Obviously, we gotta eat Okinawa soba while we're here. I mean, I've had some already, but I could easily down another bowl with you. When you add in all this curry juice, whatever the chili stuff, whatever the chili stuff. Anyway, I could eat a ton of this. I put way too much. I feel a flash of inspiration. It smells delicious.
Come again anytime.
Nice. And there's On. Yeah, they had no shame. They were like, "Oh, look at her amazing breasts." Yeah.
yo.
Wow. Seashell necklace. Null burn. That's pretty helpful. But again, it's a bit of a situational item, so it's not entirely fully useful, but it has good uses, to put it that way. Yeah, drinks are fairly cheap, so I think it's worth grabbing them. So we're done all there. Oh, look at this, and that's some gear. Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh,
She wants to try something.
Well,
Hi.
Splitting a watermelon.
If that's so,
A new request has been added. Oh, look at his hat.
I see.
Look at his hat. Oh my.
hey.
Yeah, sunside to set, isn't it? It's such a dreamy, like, almost romantic view, isn't it? So nice. And then Futaba's over there. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Futaba first.
Yo!
heyo.
Hey yo. Oh, nice. And cure sleep. Lovely.
Okay.
Let's have a look at the
I should write something.
Here's what I found.
Even though it's just one.
You're doing this one?
We'll have to buy a watermelon somewhere. First, I'd like to warm my muscles up a bit. Defeat Jack Frost with Queen. Ah.
Okay,
All
let's do
right,
our
then.
best.
But we have a watermelon. So we could easily do that. Shouldn't be a problem. And we can go to the ferry dock as well if we want to. I think it'll be fine if we just stay here, honestly.
I'll just add this.
But yeah, we're pretty much all done, so let's just go talk to Morgana, because I think this is where we're meant to go. Like, take a stroll at the beach, and then there's this. You know? Seems a bit sus. What's that sign doing here? Well, I thought as well, because I was like, oh, I best leave that for now. Utakai entrance? No entry beyond this point. Thought so. Well, if that's not suspicious, but do you think it has anything to do with the research lab? With the sun setting soon, going alone may be overly risky. That's true. Should we call everyone else over then?
Leave it to me.
No entry beyond this point? I wonder what for.
I admit, it only contributes to the mysterious vibe here.
Oh, looks like a dare to me. Come on, who's willing to go the farthest past it?
Nope, this is the end of the line. There's an Utaki down that way. See, there, on the sign?
Itaki.
What's
Sorry.
an Utaki?
Itaki.
Basically, it's a land that's been considered holy since the Ryukyu era. People used to believe the gods lived there, or at least came to Earth there. Locals still revere the places, even today. Going down there for a laugh could get you in real trouble.
Uh-oh.
I've never heard of that stuff here. I'm surprised you know all that.
Well, Investigation 101 says to know your territory. Feel free to keep buttering me up, though.
Does that mean there are Ryukyu-era customs still being practiced today?
Yep. Reverence of the incomprehensible is ingrained deep in human consciousness. Well, I'm sure you have no interest in pissing off a god today. Let's all listen to the sign and get out of here.
How mystical.
I checked online for any relevant information, but this place does not appear to have any real significance.
Oh.
The other subjects here are far more interesting, such as the shape of the coastline, the sounds of the waves crashing, and the oceanic life forms.
A person's values can affect what makes an impact on them. It might be insignificant to you, but to others, this place may be very sacred.
It depends on my values.
My apologies.
Inari's stomach. Right on time, as always.
Well, I'm starving too. I bet we all worked up an appetite out there.
Should we finally kick off our long-awaited barbecue?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah! Time for an Okinawan meat festival!
Don't forget the curry! We gotta make some tropical edition LeBlanc curry!
That's not exactly barbecue food. Also, didn't you already have curry on the ferry?
I accept your challenge. Curry will be a perfect complement to the searing white sands of this tropical paradise.
That makes no sense at all. Seriously, what is with you two and curry?
Hey,
Okay. I love, by the way, how they've made Haru, like, with the outfit, a very, like, pin-up girl vibe going on. I think she looks really adorable.
thank you for earlier. When you gave me the underwater tour,
Aw.
it was a fascinating experience. And something no AI could ever do on their own. I guess you could say it made my heart feel full. Although, I don't have a heart.
Well, as Sora would say, everyone has a heart.
It's a simple fact. There is no need to attempt to spare the feelings I lack. I am still going to try to understand what feelings are, though. I came to that realization when I first stared out at the sea. For example, being with you and the other Phantom Thieves, it's quite fun. Yes, fun. Did I get that right?
That's right.
I got it. I understand another emotion. Okay, I've memorized what fun is.
Hey, pick up the pace! We got a whole lot of cooking ahead of us!
Man, we prepped for our feast on the beach. Level 3, baby!
Oh man, this meat is so good!
Hey! You saw me about to grab that piece.
The curry is divine as always. And with these leftovers, we're sure to dine on curry udon tomorrow.
Let's ignore the fact that you're already planning tomorrow's dinner. Why not add deep-fried tofu for inari curry udon?
We've been eating nothing but the most delicious food since this trip began. Traveling makes it a lot easier to lose track of one's diet. I should be more careful.
Huh? But you're so toned, Makoto. Right?
You look pretty ripped.
I'll take that as a compliment, although I admit I haven't found as much time to train as I'd like lately.
I mean, who cares if you've packed on a few extra pounds? It probably gives your punches some extra oomph.
Want to test your theory?
No, please, I don't!
That boy always getting himself in trouble. Funny how he's like fully clothed and they're
What
just
is it,
like in the,
Upset stomach?
you know,
Oh,
beachwear.
Something bothering you?
it's probably nothing. Let's wrap up. We gotta wake up early tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey guys, something's up.
Yeah? What's that?
Are they onto us?
Keep it down. And listen.
Spies. They must be spies. That's what I think. They're like keeping an eye on us or something. I don't know. Oh, this is creepy. Oh my. That scared me. Oh my god, that's so creepy. Man. Game, don't do that to me. We're not meant to be playing a horror game. Oh, are they gonna set him up? And like trap him because we're not here. Get him in trouble.
What?
Smart.
Hey! It's empty! They can't be far! Find them! We have to punish them for defiling hollow ground! Find them!
We'll make an offering out of them.
What?
Where are they?
Oh no, are we dealing with a cult?
Come on! They can't! Come on!
Here somewhere.
He's like, hey. Ryuji
Dude,
in the
what
back.
the hell is going on? Those guys are effing nuts.
Yeah, what is going on?
If Zenkichi hadn't picked up on what was about to happen...
He said something about defiling hollowed ground. What's that supposed to mean?
Huh? We didn't actually go, though.
Maybe it was the lab? Remember that straw festoon we saw in the entrance?
That's right. We saw it, then proceeded further anyway.
Hang on. What's so friggin' hollow about some lab?
And even if it is hollowed, that doesn't explain how they're acting at all. They look like they want to kill us. Doesn't matter how we look at it, these people have lost their minds.
Wait, could this be...
Yeah, changes of heart. That's what I just thought. There is a jail here.
And That would mean there's a monarch somewhere around here, yeah? But Sophia said she can't smell a jail here.
Correct.
Underground?
I cannot smell any jails here.
However, you did also say you got a bad feeling from this place. Considering our current situation, I can only assume it's due to a changing of their hearts.
But nobody tried to attack us until just now.
Perhaps there really is something on this island. Something even Sophia can't detect.
What do we do now? They'll catch us if we just stay here.
Let's go to the lab.
Is that a good idea? Won't there already be brainwashed locals there?
Actually, it might be smarter than it seems.
What do you mean, Gramps?
It's pretty obvious, based on how they treat that place, there's something fishy there. No matter where we go on this island, they'd catch us eventually. Why not strike at the heart of the matter right away?
By heart of the matter, do you mean a jail?
However, there is no jail.
Sure, there's no jail, but I'd bet we'll at least find something in their holy land. And it sure sounds like a better plan than waiting in the bushes until they find us, right?
Yeah, it does.
I've got to agree. Okay, let's head for the lab.
Wait, how are we getting there? Without getting spotted?
What are you asking me for? Aren't you guys the Phantom Thieves?
Well, those abilities are only relevant in the cognitive world.
You just gotta go with the flow. Follow my lead, and keep your voices down.
Will do.
We lost them, right?
Yeah, looks like the coast is clear.
That's surprising. I expected guards to be posted here more so than anywhere else.
Wait, listen.
Oh my god, that scream though.
Hide.
What's he doing? I can't exactly tell from over here.
This could actually be good for us. There's only one guy. If we capture him, we might be able to question him. If we're all on the same page, then I better get a move on.
You're doing it by yourself, Gramps?
I've been through enough training. I'll be fine. You guys just stay here and keep an eye out for any of his buddies.
Holy crap! Gramps just got way cooler.
He's going in.
Hello, excuse me?
Scoundrel! You dare defile our Lord's hallowed ground?
Oh, wow. Watch your step there. You all right?
Not again! You totally threw him on his ass!
Hey, it was clearly self-defense.
He truly is a member of public security.
Hey, take a look at that.
The sign we saw this morning.
Look
It's
again.
changed.
The 18th was changed to the 19th. Apparently, the facility's staff is on permanent vacation, one day at a time.
Why would they do this?
Most likely,
Keep
to
it
string
hidden.
along anyone who came to the island for the lab. When someone thinks the staff's out for the day, they probably stick around the island. Come nighttime, the locals descend on whoever got too curious to protect whatever's in there.
What horrid tactics.
Well, let's investigate a bit. If his heart's been changed, he should have a smartphone with Emma installed.
Very scummy, if you ask me.
Up, found it. Yep, there's Emma, all right. And he only has one friend? Shuzo Ubukata?
There's a chance this Ubukata is the monarch of Okinawa. Anyone got a keyword?
That one's a lot tougher. Oh, hang on. There's an email here. Cordial invitation to serve as a tester of the Emma system.
An Emma tester?
Oh, this even has a keyword in it. Operation Oraculi?
Who sent him the email?
Oraculi.
I don't recognize the address. Maybe it's from the lab?
The lab asked all of these guys to be Emma testers?
What now? Thanks to the email, we know the keyword's Operation Oraculi.
If the people who call this place hallowed had their hearts changed, then it's going to be jail-related, without a doubt.
But, like, we can't find a jail here, right, Sophia?
I'm not sure. At the very least, I do not smell one.
Let's try it anyways.
He's right. If we can't get in, that'll settle it. But if there is a jail here, testing the keyword will send us right in. Are we all ready?
We have no choice but to try. Our pursuers have decided our path.
Yeah, even the metaverse feels safer to me than this place does now.
Okay, let's do it.
Emma, add Shuzo Ubukata to my friend registry. Keyword, Operation Oraculi.
Guess it doesn't work.
Wait, I can smell a jail. The scent is already all around us.
Keyword successfully entered. Beginning navigation.
Right. It's jail time. In Okinawa. Oh, this place looks creepy. I love it. I love a good creep factor.
It's kind of eerie.
And he's in it
Bad
too.
vibes here, guys. This place looks straight up haunted.
Yeah. I love it.
Queen, you alright? Yep, all fine here.
Totally.
You sure don't sound fine. Screw you too, Can!
I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Where are you, sis? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait. I didn't know you two were...
No. We're just friends.
Wow.
So there really is a jail here.
Maybe they
And that
aren't.
means this Ubukata
Maybe they
place
are
is
closer than
its monarch,
friends.
right?
But why wasn't Sophie able to detect it until just now?
There is a possibility that it was sleeping.
Jails can sleep?
What?
Once the keyword was entered, it almost felt as if this place woke up.
Huh. So you mean jails have a sleep mode?
Now this is a new wrinkle.
I feel like someone is calling my name. Is it... What just happened? Why am I on desktop? The game hasn't closed, apparently. What just happened? That was so creepy. I'm just saying right here. That is so creepy. Man. Oh, I don't know if I like that or not. Oh my god. What just happened? Why was I taken to desktop? What?
You appear to have entered quite the conundrum.
That was creepy. Not the time I want something like that to happen in a creepy ass jail. We first enter, I hear someone calling my name. Good lord, no thank you. Oh my gosh.
What awaits you here in these lands is an inhuman being. This is where she...
She?
No, I oughtn't speak any further.
Uh-oh.
My duty is to witness your path laid before you by your decisions. You must witness for yourself the being I have mentioned.
A she?
As for why I have called you here, a new form of persona execution is now at your disposal. You may now perform the Triad Fusion, a group execution harnessing special power.
Triad Fusion. You can now use Triad Fusion. Personas born from this fusion are more likely to receive stat bonuses. Make use of this whenever you can.
Triad Fusions allow you to generate even more powerful personas.
Ooh.
Please make wise use of it in preparation for the trials ahead. Farewell.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Trickster.
Well, can we save the game, please? Because that was creepy. Oh my. Bond points. Let's have a look. We can increase that again. Clear the quest, trapped in a frozen hell. Request. Do we have
Here's
that
what
one?
I found. You're already working on this one.
Deliver Forgotten Desire. And how much is that one? It doesn't say.
Let's see.
That's level 4. Alright, what I'm gonna do is increase this. Oh, is that Max? Best friend. Ooh, awesome. That's our first one. Best friend is the achievement, by the way. And we will increase agility. And then when we get enough points, we're going to increase luck and wait for Bond Maker to have the level cap unlocked. So we'll be doing that request as soon as we can. In lay future. Boop. Boop. But I'm a bit paranoid about that now. It took us to the menu and was like, oh hey, well took us out and it was like, oh. Did you want to come back to the desktop? No. But thank you. Weird. Yeah.
May luck be on your side.
We'll leave it for now. We'll come back to the episode at a different time.
What's up? Anyways, if all the people on this island got their hearts changed, doesn't that mean their desires were taken? We've got to get them those desires back, fast. We're in real danger until we do.
Good point. First, we need to figure out where they're being held.
This really is real, isn't it? I just keep feeling like I'm losing it. Sorry. But I'm gonna stick around here while you do your thing. This place is your territory, not mine.
Yeah, leave it to us. This is where we take down whoever's in our way.
You'll be safe here.
Yes, sir. I'll keep lookout here.
Just a moment.
Sophie?
I hear a voice deeper inside.
What do you mean by that?
I can hear someone calling for me. I'm going to check it out.
Hey, wait! Sophie!
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Joker.
Oh, nice music. Let's see. So, you're level 24. Let's bring out Yusuke and An. Yes. So what are the skills? Meteorama. Ah. And we're going to add Meteorama. So Diorama, Meteorama, and then he will learn Magarula. Confirm? Oh, this music's good.
Now then.
Wow. Actually, that's
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
wow, excuse my hiccups.
Awaken your new self. You wish to strengthen it.
Where's the
You wish to browse the entries.
where's the new persona thing that
Awaken
we
your
can
new
do?
self.
How odd. Because I don't think it will give us the option to do that.
May luck be on your side.
Also, I need to look up how to get Mitra regenerate 1. But I'll be doing that after we're done with this. I'll have a look into it. So explore jail.
All right.
Oh, look at this. This is cool. Oh, we just walk out. Cool. So it's not like the previous ones.
What's gotten into her?
She said it was a voice.
Whatever it is, we have to catch up to her.
I like this. This is very different. We're not like diving down. We're like underground. Sand at the underground. Open up the way.
What's the deal with this place?
What's that?
It's so creepy.
It's
Are
like
you holding up, Queen? Yes, fine. Let's hurry up and find Sophie.
It's like an abandoned prison. Motherboard.
Hang on. There's something here.
Is that a tape recorder?
Let's see if it works.
This plan brings to fruition a dream long cherished by the research team. No, by all mankind.
Ooh. This is really cool. Looks like the tape recorder is functional.
Every last test subject, a successful change of heart, or the penitentiary system is complete. The concept of suffering will be dead to all mankind. Now, let us rejoice and welcome the new age of humanity. Emma shall be our guide into this promised land.
Emma?
How
and
odd.
changes of heart?
Just as Ichinose said, there was indeed some form of experimentation on Emma here.
The voice said something about a penitentiary system, too.
I think I understand what they were researching here now.
Jails?
Yes. That would be a logical conclusion.
Tape record 1.
Anyway, we'll talk more about it later.
Record, sorry.
We need to track down Sophie first.
Yeah.
Right. We have to catch up with her.
Damn it, Shorty. Why'd she have to run off like that?
Yeah, I'm worried about her now. We gotta make sure she's okay.
Hey, why is it gotta get so dark on us?
It has grown even eerier as well.
I can't see a thing.
What lies in wait ahead of us?
The visibility level's a real issue, but I'm still worried about Sophie. Let's proceed with caution.
Man. I'm hearing weird sounds as well. It's unsettling. Don't run off like that, girl. I wouldn't be surprised if the boss is weak to electric and nuclear because we haven't had those weaknesses yet. Just saying. But that'll be great
Thank goodness you're safe, Sophie.
for Ryuji and Makoto to shine for a bit because I haven't really used them much. You had us worried.
I'm sorry.
You said you heard a voice, yeah? Figure out who it is yet?
No. It disappeared once I arrived here.
We never heard anything of the sort.
So only Sophie could hear it?
It was very strange. The voice sounded similar to my own, and it was calling my name.
Oh, creepy.
Maybe the owner of the voice knows me.
How's that, Sophie?
The only memory I recall before meeting Joker is the directive to become humanity's companion. I've traveled so far with you all, and learned many things. But I still know nothing about myself. When I heard the voice, I thought I had found my chance to learn about me. I'm sorry for worrying you.
No. You can take it easy.
Thanks, Joker.
I've got a feeling we can learn more about you right here.
Huh?
What makes you say that?
I've been thinking for a while now. Jails, Emma, Sophie. I keep looking for some kind of connection. We found Sophie in a jail, right? Emma was linked to that jail. And Sophie is an AI like Emma.
Yeah.
There's no way these are all coincidences. Something has to link all three. I had hoped we'd eventually come across the answer if we investigated the jails we found.
I see. You believe these things have a uniting factor.
Not only that, I at least kind of know what Sophie's going through. Not knowing your identity or your past, it's rough. So let's join Sophie in hunting down this mystery voice.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. For Sophie.
Really? Thank you.
Aww.
Well, now we got 2 missions. 1, take back all the locals' desires so they stop trying to kill us. And 2, figure out who the hell keeps yelling at Sophie.
Alright. Let's do both at once.
Yeah, good idea.
I have no objections. It's only natural for us to assist both the public and our own teammates.
All right, Phantom Thieves, let's get to it.
Let's roll out. Alright, oh, what level is Sophie? Oh, she's a bit low as well. Well, I think I'm going to increase Sophie. Because, wait, hold on. Ryuji, Makoto, Sophie, I'll increase these guys for now, because I think I might actually have Sophie be a teammate here.
Just on the other side.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Focus.
Gotta be careful. This is really cool. A very unorthodox way to start a jail. I really like it.
Taking them by surprise.
And we got Black Ooze. What are they weak to? Okay.
Neko Shogun! Unicorn! Principal Legion! Principal Unicorn! Neko Arset! Alago Legion! Principal Legion! Arset! Alago Legion! Principal Legion!
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, nice, Joker! You hit its weakness!
Oh, what the heck's that thing?
Joker! Yes, burn it up! Now let's land our nuclear attack!
You're mine!
One last push!
What's that?
Also, that sound after we finish a battle,
Oh, nice one! Keep it up!
it's what restores our SP and HP, because I forgot we had that skill, because I was like, what's that sound effect for? And I just realised it's for when we restore SP and HP after a battle. Very good bond skill.
What's that?
There's something peculiar over there.
Motherboard.
I can see it.
Oh,
What's
it's
that?
pretty dark.
It hasn't noticed us yet. Let's
Show me your true self!
What a cool animation for the ambush with the glass as well.
Wide open!
We got this! Come on, everyone!
Let's go! Grab it, Seth!
Gotta exploit those weaknesses! You're doing great!
Nice one.
Focus.
Leveled up.
Victory was handed to us.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
Oh.
Stop right there!
That's the persona we have. So, Legion is weak to electric, nuclear, and light.
Allegor! Arset! Neko Shogun! Unicorn! Neko Shogun! Unicorn! Take this! Now! Persona!
Oh, there's another one.
It's weak to glass attacks. Let's wrap this up quick. Technical for the win.
Oh, cool.
Joker!
I'll get them. Fire! Take this!
Ooh, a treasure chest.
What's that?
Let's open it.
Ah, we can go through this way, right? Level 3 was
Magical
that?
wonders lie within.
Chris Dagger. Let's have a look.
RNG gods smile upon us.
Yo!
Oh, that's much stronger. Yeah, definitely worth it. And it's level 3 lock, if I recall correctly. So I think it's worth it. And if I do that,
I can see it.
or I could have just gone through the F1.
This seems like it'll be useful.
I can see it.
And we've already gone through those, haven't we? Okay.
Focus. What's that?
Nearby shadow detected.
I can see it.
Disappeared. Oh. Oh, that was creepy.
This is really bad.
Persona! Take this!
Stay calm. Don't lose focus. Joker, you're low on stamina. Be careful. It doesn't like electricity. I know it's weak, but don't get sloppy. You got it now. Just keep it up.
Ooh. It healed. That's awesome.
This was over before it
3,
began.
4, 5.
Good job, everyone.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Focus.
We can ambush them from here.
I'll reveal your true form. Got this for sure.
Great, let's do this.
Oh.
Ball.
Good thinking, Joker.
Yours.
Understood. I am thou.
Prepare yourself. Gonna strike.
Almost there. Let's get it.
All them done. There we go.
And here I thought they put up a fight.
Let's move on.
Nothing on my radar. Looks like we're safe for now.
I think it's worth using Morgana as well because he has that super strong armor that we gave him too.
So, this is a research lab for computer stuff?
That's supposedly the case, despite the facility projecting a human experimentation ambience.
Yeah.
Human experimentation? That would mean this place's monarch views the real facility in the same way.
Even though I haven't really played the games, it's giving me Dead Space vibes. I'm not sure why. It's kind of creepy. Hello there, friends.
So many containers. What do you think's inside?
They appear to be roughly person-sized.
The enemy boosted their speed. Stay on your toes, people. Go! They are free enemies asleep.
Oh, cool.
Time for my persona. Zoro, show your music.
That was pretty cool.
Our foes are still great in numbers. We'd be wise to conserve our strength.
Uh-oh. No.
Leave this. That was perfect, Mona. Support my other self. They are free, though. That skill just now? Perfection.
Ferocious, to say the least.
Persona. Zoro. Time for my persona. Now. Not many left. Just a little more. My resolve. They are clear. What if we use that?
Please allow me.
Sure.
On your knees. Your time tower got cut. Give it my all. It's weaker than us, but it's immune to fire. Don't get careless. Perfect. How was that? Baton here. Leave it to me.
How many men to get up there? Oh, cool.
Treasure chest. You mustn't overlook it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see what's inside.
Hacker Gear MK3.
Wow, lucky.
I think that is actually really good. So that's for Futaba, exclusive gear for her. Oops. Oh yes, that's much better. Alright. So we came from the vent. Ah, there's a vent up there. Oh, he looks so cute just holding on. Love it. Can't see any shadows, so I think we're okay. They're just hopping on the cranes. And then just drop. Ah, there you go. Actually, I think it's okay to drop. I might have heard a shadow nearby though. Hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, I heard that shadow. I don't think there's any treasure,
I
so
think we should register that checkpoint.
Stop right there!
it's nearby. So hopefully we can get it. Oh, ice.
Your turn! I accept. Persona! Normal! Now, together! This is my other self! Normal! Strike! I am thou. Normal!
We're almost there! Stay strong, everyone!
Yes!
Nice.
Its weakness is ice! Freeze them solid!
Oh. Nice dodge. Or counter even.
This is it! We've done it!
Alright, the enemy's attack power's been reduced. Analysis complete!
Oh, okay. Cutscene?
Another tape recorder. Let's listen. It may provide us some clues about the lab.
Please, Director Ubukata, we must immediately abort the experiment. It's too dangerous. These are the orders I was given. If the system isn't tested on real humans, it won't ever be completed. But tricking the islanders into participating?
Oh.
So these guys are the ones who effed up the island.
Yeah.
I heard a Director Ubukata. I believe that means one of the speakers is Shuzo Ubukata.
Yeah.
Orders, I was.
You know what happens to a person when their desire is taken, Director. We've learned of another party manipulating the cognitive world for their own purposes in the real one. We cannot allow these individuals to progress beyond us. So long as we follow the divine revelation, we will attain the ideal society. I have absolute faith in the system as it was prophesied to me. What ideal society turns its entire population into slaves? This isn't any divine revelation. It's a curse. It can only lead to our destruction.
Yeah, good point though. Number 2.
While still rather fuzzy, we are starting to see the big picture.
Yeah. This lab was researching jails and changing people's hearts. And they used the island's residents as their test subjects.
We did see that email earlier about joining the Emma test.
They both mentioned a divine revelation, too. Could that have something to do with Operation Oraculi? Maybe. But how would that involve Emma?
That's the million-dollar question. What is Emma's role in all this?
Not just that. I'm curious who was pulling this director's strings, too.
Perhaps the mastermind behind this case?
Could we finally be getting close to the guy?
We have to find the desires first, regardless. And also track down that voice for Sophie. Let's press on.
This is getting very interesting. I like it. Very interesting. Oh, we've hit a checkpoint.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
Lab North.
I should write something.
Wait, what levels are we? Yeah, let's go for that.
There's a shadow nearby. Be careful.
Gonna take this.
Give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, it looks like there's another floor, like where that arrow is. Maybe. We have to like go through all there. I'm just gonna quickly check something if
I'll just add this.
I'll do a separate save for it as well. If I return from jail. And then I'll just go back to that checkpoint. I just want to have a look at the hub world and stuff. Greeby.
Mensore. What are you selling? How many? Are you sure? Are you sure? There's a sale happening. Now's your chance
Nice.
to shop. You want thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? You want thanks for your patronage. How many would you like? You put it to good use. How many would you like? You want thank you very much.
Lovely.
Who's it for? Which one?
Okay, so we've got some new gear as well, so that gives null to certain effects. Very good. And we still have those. That might be helpful.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Do you want to equip that? Thanks for your patronage.
Not to us, but yeah.
Who's it for?
We'll
You
give
want
that
this
to you.
one? Do you want to equip that? Thank you very much.
Demon Fist. 4,000. Yeah, it's not much, is it?
Which one? Who is it for? Which one?
It's weaker than the gear that we've already found. That's hilarious.
Which one? Who is it for? Which one? Who is it for? Which one?
Alright.
I'll just add this.
Seems like the area is still safe. Let's go over our current situation. I'd say that's a good idea now that Sophia's back with us. I'm sorry about earlier. I just had to know who was calling me. Hey, no worries. If anything, we're here to help. So what exactly is going on here for someone who was waiting outside? This isn't making much sense. They definitely experimented with Emma and jails here. We've heard voices like that from the tapes.
Yeah.
You mean like from a tape recorder? Those things still exist? Based on the tape's content, this jail reflects the cognition of those associated with the research. I'm sure we'll come across more data as we progress. Right now, we're thinking the monarch is Shuzo Yukobata. We aren't sure whether he's changed the hearts of the locals or not, but either way, there are desires that need releasing. Yes. We also need to discover who was calling out to Sophia. If we're done here, let's get going. This island, the islanders could come attack us at any moment. So, we can't leave. Ah, interesting. So we have to go through the jail more. I like that. And can I have a look at this new summon thing that I can do?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Or is it part of Curry
Awaken your new self.
I'm not really sure. It wasn't
You wish
clear
to browse the... What will you be registering?
on how we could do it, you know?
Would you like to
Yes.
This persona has been registered in its present condition. You wish to strengthen it?
Yeah, we can't really increase it, though, can we?
You lack the power needed.
No. We'll be able to increase it in due time.
May luck be on your side.
Okay, so I think because we're at about the 2-hour mark, we're gonna leave it here, and next time we're gonna explore more of the jail, get some juicy information in Okinawa, in the jail. But yeah, it's been very fun so far. I've really enjoyed this part. It's been fun with like the summer stuff that we had going on, exploring the new jail already, and it's had a different start compared to the others. It's just like thrown us in completely. And we're getting all this information to do with like the research, laboratory stuff, you know, to do with Emma and even Sophia, which is really cool, and things are starting to correlate, and I'm like, well, my mind, it's like opening up with ideas and possible outcomes that could happen in the future. But yeah, I'm really excited for what's to come, and it's gonna be awesome when we get to explore more of the Okinawa jail.